That Note with Parker Whirling.
We got Phoebe from Cooks of Cassidy here, an Atlanta indie rock artist. I'm excited to have you on the pod. You've had 3 new singles come out this year: Sparrow's Ticket, By the Pale, and Runt. Sparrow's Ticket being the newest one. I think I found you on TikTok first, and I don't remember which song it was, but I was like, oh, she seems cool, and went and checked out all of your songs, and I'm honestly like a big fan. I really love By the Pale especially, but now that Sparrow's Ticket's out, I've been really into that since it's like the freshest one, and it's giving me very like this kind of like post-punk meets Americana, like Wednesday, or who else did I write down? Like like a Big Thief kind of Adrian Linker kind of thing going on. So I'm excited to have you on the pod. I've been listening to those songs a lot. Literally, I'll like just get in the car and throw on By the Pale and like windows down and just jamming out. So I'm excited to get into those songs with you. But I just learned that you just moved to Atlanta, like a year ago from Kansas.
Yes.
What was that decision like? What did you grow up in Kansas?
Yes, yeah. I grew up right outside of Kansas City.
Okay.
And I moved here just about a year ago for school to take some film classes.
Film classes?
Yeah.
You do film as well?
Oh, yes. I'm also trying to be an editor.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you go to Georgia State?
No, I just take Georgia Film Academy classes.
Oh, okay, cool, nice. I also do film as well, mainly acting, but
cool.
Me and my buddy Daniel, we made a film, like a short film, over the course of a few years, and like took it to some of the film festivals, which was really fun. And that was the first time I'd done anything behind the scenes, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Not just being the actor. I'm like, oh, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and love to like make a film.
Yes, definitely.
So with film and music, which one came first for you?
Definitely music. I've been singing and writing for a very long time. I was actually put into musical theater as a kid, and that was like the first activity that I like truly enjoyed. So I very much come from that sort of background, and it was sort of my first love.
Me too, actually, doing theater and musical theater. I think I did my first play at like a summer camp.
Oh, yes.
When I was maybe in 3rd grade or something, or 2nd grade, yeah. And then you just start to fall in love with being on the stage, I guess. That's how it was for me. But that's interesting. Okay, so you got musical theater, and then when did editing come in? That's kind of an interesting, not niche, but specific part of the film process.
Oh, yeah. Well, it very much came from like middle school. Like I got really into fan edits at a certain point.
Yeah.
And I just did those for a really long time, very consistently. And I was like, oh, now I like have all this stuff I can do with this, and I don't really know what I want to do, so maybe I could do something with that.
That's cool. Editing is, I think, one of the most interesting parts of film to me. Like when it comes to when you're watching a movie, I love when the editing is honestly like kind of noticeable. Like I know editing, most of the time you don't want to notice it. You just want it to serve the story, but some of my favorite movies are like the editing is its own character.
Yes.
In a way.
Yeah.
Do you have any standout editors or movies that have really good editing to you?
I always think about Scott Pilgrim for editing.
There you go. I mean, that's definitely one where editing is its own character.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I tend to notice rhythm a lot with editing. No movies in particular for that, but just pay attention to it.
Yeah, that's one thing that you notice when I was making my short film with my buddy Daniel, when we were editing the movie with Haley Fuchsia, she was editor. It was kind of just crazy to see how you could move a cut a millisecond earlier or later, and it would make a difference for some reason. All these little things you can do, editing from like obviously from one shot to another shot versus one shot to a different shot will change the completely change the vibe of what's going on in the scene. And I don't know, it's almost like the last part of the storytelling that, I guess that's not true. There's, then you do the score and the coloring, but to me, it's like the most like godlike feeling of of creating a movie, because you can pick the order in which everything is placed, and that drastically changes even the story and how it's told.
Yeah, I think also people are kind of surprised sometimes that I do music and editing, because it's kind of like you wouldn't really see the connection there, but editing is just so musical that it just kind of naturally works in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Like you were talking about how it's rhythmic. It definitely is.
Yeah.
So that's cool that, I guess, in some invisible way they tie in right there.
Yes.
Are there people in your editing world that are like, are they kind of separate, your musical world and your editing world, when you come to like social groups and things like that?
I suppose so. I don't really have too many social groups right now because I'm still pretty new to town.
Yeah,
but,
fresh.
Yeah, it's pretty separate at the moment.
Yeah, for me, it's always funny because my acting friends, that world will just don't even know I do music, and usually vice versa. So it's always funny to like live in your own world, and you're like, they're both equally there, but your separate worlds just don't even understand that they coexist, and that can be kind of fun. It's like a Peter Parker Spider-Man situation. But yeah, let's get into your music, because that's why you're here. I just didn't expect to talk about editing movies so much. Like, I'm definitely a film nerd, so it's cool to talk about that. But yeah, so you're pretty fresh off Sparrow's Ticket.
Yes.
What's it been like now that song is out? What does this song mean to you, maybe compared to the other two?
Well, I think I've been pretty positively surprised by the reception. It's been pretty good. I originally wasn't going to actually release this song, so it's just been nice for it to just go over pretty well.
Yeah, what changed? Like, what was the positive reception like? What made you think that you did want to put this song out?
A lot of it was my parents. They were really, really like writing for this song in a way that I wasn't, because I made this song maybe like nearly a year ago. It's been a really long time in the making, and I was proud of it, but it was one of my older songs in this collection of songs that I've been working on, and so it just really wasn't in the forefront of my mind as like, I didn't like put a star next to it or anything for a single, but my parents just would keep talking about it, and so I started playing it for a couple more people, and it would keep having that same sort of really positive reaction from them, and I was like, maybe people are seeing something I don't quite see yet.
Yeah. And did that ever hit you later? You're like, oh, okay, I see it now.
Oh, yes. Yeah. It came pretty soon before I was actually going to release it. I was like, oh, I actually understand now why people are so into this.
That's funny how your own songs will surprise you like that.
Yes, yeah.
And vice versa, too. Sometimes one that you're like ride or die for, after a while, you're like, doesn't quite like hit the same. And like, I don't know, you can kind of change your opinion over a long period of time.
Oh yeah. This single was supposed to be a different song called Monster in the Carry-On that I still am the biggest fan of.
Yeah.
It's like the most personal song to me of like this collection of songs for this project so far. And I was just really excited about it, but it just was not getting big reactions, and my dad even said that he didn't like it. And I was like,
Ooh.
oh, and your dad doesn't like it.
Yeah, tough.
That's when you know it's probably not gonna be a big
Big splash.
big splash. Yeah.
Well, that's funny because I'll show my parents my songs before they're completely done, but like they're close enough, and I'll always what's the word, prepare myself when I know my mom is just not gonna like it, which is totally fine, but I know when she will and when she won't, or at least I know when I definitely know when she won't. I'll put it like that. Usually she likes them in general, but some she likes more. She's usually liking the more like sweeter, folkier ones that are more sing-songy, not the ones that sound like I've thrown a song into a copy machine and like just busted it up.
Yeah.
Which are really fun to make.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of your songs have a really healthy mix of being able to play it on just guitar and it's a really like solid song, but then you have really interesting elements kind of thrown out, like the like phased out hi-hats or something's going on with the percussion on Sparrow's Ticket that I really like.
Yeah.
Really reminds me of like a frou-frou, I think is how you pronounce it. Frou-frou. I'm never sure which one it is. But that it kind of reminds me of that, or like Imogen Heap. So do you have any particular inspirations that have shown themselves in any of these three songs? Because to me they are all pretty different, which I always like.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For that element of Sparrow's Ticket specifically, that was straight up taken, not directly, but it was inspired by Diamond Mine by Hopalong. The beginning of that song, there's just like some beatboxing going on, and it's just like this random element that you wouldn't think to be in that song, but it's sort of put in a way that it really works. And I was just thinking about kind of wanting to emulate that sort of like sound in a way, and I found this loop and I just mixed the shit out of it.
That's awesome. I did not even know who Hopalong was until I saw one of your TikToks last night.
Oh.
I was going through your TikToks last night just to think about other things that we could talk about, and because also I'm somewhat new to doing TikToks a lot on my music as well, and so I was like, oh, let me see how she's doing it. And somebody had commented like, oh, this reminds me of Hopalong, and you said that's my favorite band.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I don't even think I know them. So I went and listened to them last night. I think I only listened to the first, whatever the big song was. But I was really into it, and I can see how you take some inspiration from them. Yeah. Do you have any favorite albums by them? It seems like they have 3.
Yes. Yeah. They have, my favorite album of theirs is Painted Shut. I just think it's a 10 out of 10 start to finish.
Which one is that? Is that the first, their second, or
that's
third?
The second
Okay.
album.
Okay. I need a good place to start, so maybe I'll start with that one. Oh, yeah,
that's a great place to start with them.
Okay.
It's a great mix of, they get a little more, I guess, indie pop in the third album, and they are a little more, I guess, folksy in the first album, and the second album's like a really good, like solid start to finish alternative rock album. Oh,
nice. See, the song I listened to was on the third album. And I'm like, oh, I'm really into this. And the fact you say it's more indie rock, I'm like, okay, that's probably more my speed, but I'll listen to the second one since that's the recommendation. But I'm a big fan of that kind of interesting sound they got going on.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I'm having some trouble over here. I got a new computer, so I'm like moving all these things around. I'm trying to just get everything in one place. Okay, now we're good. But there was also something on your TikTok that I really liked. You said, it was like a caption that said, everyone get weirder, artsier, and dancier right now.
Yes.
And that's a sentiment that I really agree with, especially in Atlanta, I think. There's a lot of great music in Atlanta, and I really love when I find someone who takes something that has a good feeling and a good pop appeal, but will not be afraid to go there and take things in a weird direction. So what does that sentiment mean to you, and who do you think is a good example of somebody who does that?
For me, that sentiment just means getting. I like to get a little strange with my songwriting. I don't tend to write too much about myself, and I really love to write like a story about something, like just completely fictional.
Yeah, I noticed in By the Pale, I'm like, there's like elephants
Oh,
and
yeah.
like a wolf with a bakery
Yes.
or something. And I was like, whoa, what is going on here? This is so interesting.
Yeah. I think Rilo Kiley does that really well.
Okay.
Sort of like the strange imagery
Mm-hmm.
that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I just like when you're listening to a song and you're like, what are they talking about? And then you read through the lyrics and you kind of understand the figurative language a little better and you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm not very great at that. I want to be better at not being so like just immediately going to like the personal stuff, because I love music that is like that too, where like Pixies are a great example. They have some weird lyrics and you're like, what the hell are they talking about? And even if you do look at them and really think about them, it's still kind of confusing. And I don't know, I really do get into that stuff if it feels right, like it just sounds right, then you don't really question it. And I feel like By the Pale, like I can tell that there's more of you have like a real story going on. But even if you're just kind of clocked out and listening to it, there's just some lyrics that really like punch through, even if they don't quite immediately make sense. Like the whole, is it a wolf with a bakery?
Coyote.
Coyote with a bakery. That's close. But yeah, and I'm like, are we on a farm? I don't know, but it feels right. And I love the guitar. I think that's what really got me on that song at first was the like kind of repetitive guitar line in the pre-chorus, maybe. So I'm also curious, do you produce your own music?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I do. I use FL Studios.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't see that coming. I don't know many people that use FL Studios.
Yeah, it's just the one I got, so it's the one I
Yeah.
work with, you know?
Nice. What's your journey been like with producing your own music?
It started in high school and just very basic stuff, and I really like fully tried to start getting into it my junior and senior year, I guess. And I started out making like pretty bad pop songs.
Yeah, as we all do.
And when I started this project, I kind of knew I wanted to take it in a different direction, and I had just enough knowledge to like start and be good enough to keep what I make at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been still learning ever since.
Yeah, and we're never done.
Yes,
Which
yeah.
is what's fun about it. You know, you'll always find new ways to create stuff. There's going to be plenty of times where you're banging your head against a wall trying to figure out how to get a mix right. Have there been any moments with these songs where, you know, some challenges came up, some obstacles came up, and you had to work around it?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if it's so much as like distinct obstacles rather than it just takes me a lot of time to make everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the type of person who can sit down and pump out a song start to finish in like a day or a couple days. Like By the Pale took probably like 7 months to write.
Whoa.
It's just, everything's just so spread out. Like I get stuck on things sometimes, and I just need a long time to mull them over and come to a like epiphany about them.
Yeah. Yeah, with lyrics or with production or both?
Both,
Okay.
definitely both. Yeah, I'm actually really stuck on a song right now, production wise. I've started it and I'm like excited about it, but like scared to mess it up.
Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes it feels so delicate, like a house of cards. If you add something, it's just gonna sound like shit, and you'll
Yes.
spend like an hour trying to do something, and then you realize like, this is why am I even bothering doing this?
Yeah.
Because there's like, I don't know, I definitely believe in the epiphany thing, where if it feels right and you don't even have to put too much effort into it, that's probably the right thing to do. But there's also a lot of times where if you really like put time and effort into a song to make sure every lyric is perfect, then that ends up being worth it, even if it didn't come so immediately to you. But man, I love when something comes so easily and you don't even have to like overthink anything.
I will say I have a lot more patience with my lyrics than I do with my production.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very much like if I'm not getting something right with production, it is more so the like, when will the inspiration just strike me?
Yeah.
But with lyrics, I can usually sit down and come up with something.
Okay, that's good. I think I can be patient with my lyrics, but only because the last thing I want to do is write lyrics. I just don't want to do it. It's hard. Yeah. What's the hardest part of the process for you?
The hardest part of the process is probably just figuring out like whole process, or like lyric writing specifically.
Yeah, from like start to finish. But if you have something specifically with lyrics, yeah, we can talk about that too.
Whole process, it's definitely recording my vocals. I am so picky with them, and I've had to try a lot of different like ways of singing to like find where it sounds best, basically. And it's I'm very hard on myself when it comes to that. So it's just a lot of over and over again. Like I'll do a whole day of work and be like, okay, now I'm gonna do it again and over and over again.
Yeah. Well, that I think is that can feel pretty universal.
Yes. Yeah.
And over time, hopefully, you start to understand your voice a little bit more. I was certainly that way. Like for years, I would go in the closet and just like put the thing on loop and do it like 15 times. And then eventually I would cut up like the best, 2 words from every take and still be like, I don't know if it's quite right.
Every time I've tried to do that, I've been like, no, I sound like a robot.
Then it sounds ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah.
But nowadays I feel like I'm more like, you know what, whatever. If it like, as long as everything sounds okay, even if I get a little flat or whatever, sometimes it works, because there's music that I like where if you isolate the vocals, there's nothing special going on. And even they get a little out of tune and it just, the passion is there. There's some feeling there that makes sense. And now I'm trying to like leave those things when I recognize it, instead of like being really painstaking about it.
Absolutely. I think with lyrics, though, specifically, a lot of it is finding like purpose can be difficult, because I can't write. I guess I could, but I don't like to write lyrics that don't have like a specific purpose. And so if I'm if I got like this really great visual, I'm like, okay, but what am I saying? Yeah,
that's also something I struggle with, because it's also a thing only when you're faking it a little bit, because it sounds nice or flowery.
Yes.
Not everybody, when they're listening, is going to even A, think about the lyrics, or B, think about it enough where they are trying to piece together a song. But if you know that you're kind of half-assing it a little bit and that there's nothing real underneath it, you're always going to be the one who's kind of like a little bit in the clouds when you're singing it. There's nothing real grounding it there.
Yeah, and that's my favorite part of the whole thing too, is just like being in on the secret of knowing what the song is about and hoping kind of that someone will come along and really try to look into it. That's kind of like the goal, is to have the secret club to let people into for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I put a lot of importance on that for sure.
Nice. What's a song that you're the most proud of?
Most proud of?
Out of these three, and then of course if you have any others that are not out yet.
Yeah.
I know you got some like ready to come out pretty soon, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm most proud of probably By the Pale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that song for real.
Yeah. Every single line that I wrote in it like could not be anything else, I feel like. And to have that is really special.
And there's a lot of lyrics.
Yeah.
In that song.
Yeah.
It's tough to write that many lyrics. It's almost like a Bob Dylan song in the sense of like every verse is like a new part of the story.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like you're repeating very much except for maybe the chorus, you know?
Yeah.
So how long did that one take? You said 7 months?
I'm trying to think of exactly. I started it right before I moved here. Like the month before I moved here, I was working on it and I wrote like the first verse and did I write the chorus? I'm not quite sure. Eventually I wrote the chorus. But the second verse I remember was like, I don't know, December. That's when all that came out. And then maybe like a month later, the bridge came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's finally done.
Nice.
And I then I started trying to produce it. And originally it was just going to be like an acoustic track. And I was like,
No, you got to go hard. Yeah. You know what I love in that song? I mean, I've already said like 10 things I love about it. I don't know if it's a vibraphone or something that sounds, it's like a key, it's like keys or something. Maybe it's MIDI. That's going, it's like moving in the pre-chorus or maybe it's right after the chorus, like the post-chorus. I don't know what it is exactly, and you don't have to like dox your own sounds or anything, but
I can't lie, I don't know what that is either.
that's cool. After the pod, I'll pull it up and be like, tell me what this is. But it's cool because it is all, it's got this Americana feel, but then there's something weird in there that makes it not quite a traditional Americana.
Oh, like the little, do you mean like the little like kind of belly sounds?
Yeah, it's like bum 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 bum.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's really
yeah.
low. It's like low octaves, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love the mix of instruments you got in there. It's very interesting.
Thank you.
Because on top you like it could have just been an acoustic song.
Yes. Yeah.
It definitely could just be that, but then you take it into this interesting direction, and there's a lot of like interesting flavors in there that keep me coming back.
Yeah, I wanted it to feel, it just wasn't feeling magical enough, to be honest. I wanted it to feel kind of sparkly. So
yeah, that I feel like kind of works with the whole Imogen Heap of it all. Like all of her songs have this magic to it that don't necessarily need those elements, but once they're there, you can't imagine it without it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm curious also, since you're newer to Atlanta, you've been here for a year about, what has been your experience with the live music scene? I know you posted not too long ago just saying like that you were looking to get on some bills and play out a little bit more. So I'm curious, what has been your starting place?
Oh, well, in terms of playing, it's been pretty slow. I've only really played open mics, and I did a show at Market Hugs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And is that like was it like a, what do you call it? A vintage market pop-up kind of situation?
Yeah, it's kind of like a artsy market kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are the open mics you're hitting around here? Because some people listening might be haven't even done an open mic yet, and they want to get into that.
Yeah. Buteco, I've been to a
Buteco,
lot
yeah.
because they let you play tracks and sing along to them. And especially when I didn't really know how to set up, like, how I record a guitar at home on a stage. I wasn't really sure, like, how to translate that yet. I was just singing along to the finished produced tracks, and that was really fun for me.
Yeah. Are you taking the vocals out and the guitar out?
Now I am. Now
Yeah.
I'm also playing guitar when I go there, which has been fun. I just got an electric acoustic, so now I can play my acoustic songs as well, which is exciting.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, Buteco's a good spot. I met my roommate who's sleeping right now I guess not at Buteco, but he was very much and still is part of that whole crew. I know you guys follow each other, actually. James Lavender.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've met him other than maybe once, because I know a lot of people kind of come in and out there. But yeah, that's we have a lot of mutual friends I know from Buteco. I've only done it once or twice, but it is a really cool environment, and it's very supportive. There seems to be a lot of people there. But yeah, so just to take these into the last 5 with one more question. What would you say is some of the biggest lessons you've learned along the way since releasing these 3 songs?
Lessons. I would say that I've kind of learned a lot about surrendering control, I feel like, because you make all these songs and you're like, okay, now this exact thing is going to happen. Doesn't happen.
In terms of like once it's out.
Yes, yeah. So I've really had to exercise just sort of letting the flow go, and letting whatever happens happen. But I've also learned to kind of hone in on, I guess, doing stuff to assist in the releases that speaks to me more and that I think is important to share, and not just, spamming, hey, listen to my music, please.
Yeah, just screaming into the void.
Yeah.
That's what it can definitely feel like, no matter what you're doing. But
Yeah.
if you're making it something that feels right for you, then at least it doesn't, feel like soul sucking.
Yeah.
Definitely releasing that control is huge, and you start to remember why you're making music in the first place.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a great experience with Sparrow's Ticket, making the little music video that I made.
Yeah.
And just like sharing the like origin of the song title and everything. I saw the definition of it was like it's a ticket to nothing at all. Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Just getting in for free.
Yeah, and you found that in what? Like this old book?
Yeah, it was this book of like forgotten English words and phrases that I found because I used to work at a thrift store.
Okay.
And I found it there, and I was like, fascinating.
Interesting. Was it a thrift store here in Atlanta or in
No,
Kansas?
it was back in Kansas.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, name drop. I want to go.
Oh, yeah.
But cool. All right, Phoebe, let's take things over to the last 5. We got 5 little questions here in this magic bowl. Just kind of move some of these around. And just some questions to take us home. So you can pull them out one at a time, and we'll see what we got. Number 1.
What's on your musical rotation? Right now, I've been listening to a lot of Megan Thee Stallion.
Whoa. Nice. Sick.
What else have I listened to? A lot of Hop Along, always my favorite band. I've Been listening to some Tegan and Sarah recently,
Okay.
which has been cool.
They were really big, I remember, back in like 2015. That's when I was a senior in high school. I remember people talking about them, but I never really quite found the place to get into them. You know, a good entry point.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know if I would like do albums. It's just like songs that just hit you.
Okay.
For them, I feel like there's some great standouts. The Con, been listening to that.
What?
Great song. The Con.
The Con? By them? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll add that to the list.
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion is so funny. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's been the last like week or so.
Okay.
I just like listened to a ton of Megan Thee Stallion.
That's awesome.
Mostly for confidence, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Totally. But that's a good list. Yeah. Let's take it over to number 2 here.
All right. Oh, this one fell out.
There you go. That's the one.
Yeah. Two artists you want to see collab. I want to see Local Natives collab with like any like female vocalist. I love all their voices, the way they harmonize with each other. I always like am singing along and I'm like, it would sound so good with a female vocalist just right over top of it. So yeah, I desperately want them to duet with, yeah.
Interesting. I don't know Local Natives that well. I know the name, but I'll have to check them out. Do you have an album or a song that you'd recommend?
Gorilla Manor is a great album by them.
Okay.
They're just so harmonic and like you get really sucked into it.
Cool. All right, Gorilla Manor by Local Natives. Let's do question number 3.
Most underrated song / album by your favorite artist? My favorite artist is Hop Along. Most underrated song, Texas Funeral.
Okay.
It's a very, very beautiful song. And there's like this sort of repeated lyric in the song. It's none of this is going to happen to me within my lifetime. And Frances Quinlan, the vocalist, just sings it with like this like gritty squeak pretty much. It's so great.
Whoa. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Texas Funeral. Interesting. Okay. Is that on the second album?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, cool. Definitely have to check that out. All right, let's do number 4.
Dream 3-band bill to like go see.
Yeah.
All right. Hop Along, of course.
Hop Along, headlining.
I can't stop
of course.
talking about them.
Hey, that's awesome. I mean, you're not the only one to come on here and basically like have one artist they love to talk about because I mean it makes sense. I would be like that for Radiohead or Spoon. Those are my 2.
Oh yeah. Waxahachie.
Oh, okay.
Seen her a number of times.
Yeah.
2, in fact. And she's great every time. She's such a great performer.
Did you go to the Wilco show where she opened?
I didn't, but
That's where I saw her
wanted
recently.
to. But yeah. Number 3. Bully,
cool. I was really at a huge crush on, I think it's Alexis is her name. But she's from Nashville. And when she put out that first album, I was like in love with her.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome and she's so cool.
She is so cool. Yeah.
But that's really, I guess actually, okay, I know that album, the first one, I was really into that around 2016, 2015. And then the newer one, the like Yellow album, so good.
Yeah.
There's a song with Soccer Mommy on there that I really like. But yeah, that one was great. I'm like, man, she still got it. Like 10 years later, she's still crushing it. She's been around for a minute and like kind of just has consistently been dropping good music.
Oh, for sure. I came in with Sugar Egg. Her 2020 album was my introduction to her.
Yeah, is that the one with the bath?
Yes.
That's the album cover? Yeah.
That one is just so great.
I need to really give that one a proper listen because I kind of missed the two in between the first and the newest one.
Oh, yeah.
But she's great. Have you seen her live?
I have not, but I really want to.
Yeah. She's great. I saw her like around 2017 maybe at Terminal West here, one of my favorite venues, and she was great. Cool. All right, so was that? Let's do one more.
All right.
Last 5. Yeah, here we go.
Dream artist / producer to work with. I think I'm also going to have to give this one to Local Natives.
Oh,
because
cool.
every time I hear them, I just like imagine the duet that could be.
Yeah. You could be the female artist that sings on top of them.
It would sound so great.
That would be awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Local Natives, dream artist to work with, collab with. Phoebe from Cooks of Cassidy, thank you for coming on the pod. I was excited to get into music with you, into editing as well. Wasn't expecting that. That was a little fun. And where can people find you on social media?
You can find me at Cooks of Cassidy everywhere, as well as streaming platforms. Cooks of Cassidy. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, everybody go check out By the Pale, Sparrow's Ticket, Runt. Any new songs coming out that you want to plug?
I don't have a specific new song coming out, but next up will be the album.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be called Industrial Eye.
Industrial Eye.
Yes.
Sweet. All right. Well, look out for that. I'm excited to hear the whole thing, and thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.
On that note, with Parker Whirling.